All right, shalom. Just cut off, but I'm going to keep going. Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. So the Most High is about to destroy this place we call America. Not just America, other places too. You want me to prove it? All right, let me prove it. We're going to get... Oh, you know what? First, before I get to that, let's get Revelation 18:6. Revelation 18:6. Revelation 18:6. Okay. So now I just read you captivity. I just read you Revelation 13:10. I just read you 2nd Ezra 5. I just read you all these things pertaining to captivity and slavery, right? And now I just read you the scriptures of how the Most High is going to revenge us, right? Okay, let's keep going. Is that it? Revelation 18:6. Oh, here it is. Now remember, this is Revelation. It's the end. It's the end of the Bible, right? This hasn't happened yet, but it's about to happen. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you. So this is saying, do back what they've done to you. And double unto her. Double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, to her double. Yeah, double. So whatever you heathens have done to us. Remember you guys fed our babies to alligator bait? Remember you hung our fathers and our grandfathers and mothers on trees? You did the same thing to the Messiah too. You did the same thing to our forefather, the Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach. You did the same thing to him, and he's gonna come back and he's gonna pay you back for that too. He said he's gonna pay you back for that too. The people who hung him on the tree, not no cross. The people who hung him on the tree, he's gonna get you for that too. So this capital stuff that we see right here is just judgment. I could keep going forever. I can keep going. I got so many scriptures I can pull out. I got so many scriptures I can bring out. I can keep going. Matter of fact, let me get one more. Let me get one more before I end this, all right? Let me go into this. All right? Chapter 15. All right? If any of you guys don't know what the Apocrypha is, study it, okay? So we're going to get 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And this is what's about to happen right now, okay? So a lot of you people don't really understand what's about to happen. I understand what's about to happen. That's why I'm far away from the major cities. I'm far away. I had a dream actually years ago. The Most High told me to get out of the cities. That was like 15 years ago. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. But somehow the Most High blessed me and showed me how to get out. Chapter 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, says Yahuwah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Let's skip down to 5. You know what? Yeah, let's go to 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says Yahuwah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Now, if you have this book, I'm going to skim through it, because I read this whole thing many times, but I'm going to skim down. Let's skim down to 11. All right? Now, 5, in verse 5, it says, Behold, says Yahuwah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine. Now, let's go over how many times it says famine. Okay? Let's go over how many times it says famine and sword and destruction. Okay, so let's go down to 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. As before. So that shows you that's not talking about literal Egypt. It's not talking about, it's talking about spiritual Egypt. And if you don't believe me with that, let's get Revelation. Now, there is no spiritual Israel like they try to tell you, right? They try to tell you there's a spiritual Israel. Well, there is a spiritual Egypt, and Sodom and Gomorrah there is. And let's get that. That's going to be Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also Yahusha was hung on a tree. They say crucified, but you know he was hung on a tree. Okay, so there it is. So there is a spiritual Egypt. Okay? So this is what this is talking about. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Let's go down to 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, the swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men. What is sedition? What's sedition? Let's Google that. Let's Google sedition. All right, let's Google sedition. Let's Google sedition. And if you with me, I want you to Google it too. Okay? Because I want for everything that I'm saying to be fact checked. So I don't want to just be saying some stuff, and I want you to go along with me so that you can know what I'm talking about. So let's get sedition. Sedition, noun, plural. Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or a monarch. Yo, ain't that what Donald Trump just did? Ain't that what he just did? All right. Anyway, let's keep going. There will be sedition among men and invading one another. Ain't that what they doing? But it's about to get even way worse than that. They shall not regard the kings nor princes and the course of their actions. Now, let's get down to 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of what? The lack of bread. All right? Now, I suggest, look, I got the whole thing highlighted, so you can read this on yourself, all right? But now, let's get to verse 49, okay? I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine. Matter of fact, let's get back to verse 20 real quick, okay? Behold, says Yahuwah, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen. So will I also do in recompense in their bosom, says Yahuwah. So recompense, revenge. So because what they have done to his chosen people, the Most High is going to repay you guys. He's going to get revenge for what you guys have done to his chosen people. Now let's go down to verse 53. If thou hast not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thy hands, and saying over their dead when thou was drunken, when you was drunk. So once again, he's saying, you messing with my chosen people, I'm going to get revenge for them, and I'm going to destroy you. That's what's happening right now. That's why you see the fall of America. America's finished. This place is finished. All right? So now let's get into chapter 16, and I'm just going to go over how many times it says famine. So chapter 16, we're going to start at, first let's go to 4. A fire sent among you, and who may quench it? All right? Let's get verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginnings of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Now you notice it says the beginning of what? Famine. Now go down to 19. Behold, famine. Go down again. Go down to 21, where it says, shall evils grow upon earth? Sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of what? Famine. Go down again. All right, let's go to 30. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. Go down to 34. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of what? Famine. Keep going again. Let's go to 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods and overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and what? Famine. You see? You people think that you scot-free, but you're not. The Most High is judging you guys. Everything that I'm saying, that I believe, I've just read you out of the scriptures. I just showed you the proof. And I could show you something else, how America's going to be attacked during all this. During all this stuff that's happening, China and Russia is going to attack America. You want to prove that to you? All right, let's prove it. Let's prove it. So everything that I'm saying, I can prove it to you. I'm showing you biblical scriptures on it. Now, I got a lot more other proof. Like, for example, this book. This is just a book, but I have much more proof. I even got government documents. They're documents that say exactly what they're doing. You know, so we're going to get Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. This is going to prove that, and then I'm going to get Obadiah. This is going to prove that when all this stuff is happening, the other nations are going to raise up against Esau and destroy him. That's how they're going to end up going into captivity. And that's just how it works. All right? We're going to get, where is it? 50. Here it is. Here it is. I just actually read this. It's actually gonna be 50. Here it is. We're gonna get Isaiah 50. We're gonna get Jeremiah 50, and we're gonna go verse 9. All right. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So, America is about to be destroyed. It's wasted. So if you're trying to hold on to this place, you got, too bad for you. Woe to you. All right, woe to you. If you think that you're going to live out the rest of your days here and everything is going to go back to normal, you're sadly mistaken. Now, I believe I did a video on the mark of the beast of the vaccine and everything. So it's in Revelation. I'm just gonna touch on it real quick. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because this is already the second video. So Revelation, what is it? 13, I believe. That's 13. So it's gonna be Revelation, 13, and you can read it yourself. And it's talking about the mark of the beast, and it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, and causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or their forehead, and that no man shall buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's 666. So you're going to have to get a certain mark, which is the vaccine, in order to buy or sell. So what you guys are seeing here is you're seeing judgment. And to you sleepyhead Negroes, you sleepyhead Negroes out there who love everybody, you're going to get it too. You're going to get it worse than them, because you're hanging on to them. You're hanging on to them. And what a lot of Americans don't see is that they're being judged. That's what the Bible says. It's Bible prophecy. But conveniently, no one ever reads it like how I just read it. You can do all this wickedness. You can do all this wickedness. You can enslave people. You can do all this stuff to all these people, and nothing is going to happen to you for it. You're just going to say, "I believe in Jesus Christ, and I'm going to heaven." So I hope you guys got some from that video. Once again, if you want this book, email it to me. Send me your email, and I'll email you the PDF. All right. I'll just email it to you. Like this video, please. Subscribe, share it, whatever you got to do. So I can get the word out. I got rid of my Instagram account. I just can't do Instagram anymore. So, all right, family. I hope you guys got something from this video. All praise to the Most High, the Elohim of Yasharah, of Yahuwah. I love my family. I love my people. And I want you guys to stay strong, and don't get caught up in all this political stuff. Don't get caught up in it. Even football, man. Even sports. Now I still watch boxing, but I don't let it distract me from what I need to do. Okay? All right, family. I love you all. Shalom.